Good morning, class 1. How are you? I hope everyone is good. Okay, now once again I'm back to take your science, and here you can just see I have written animal world. So we are going to do animal world. Okay, so shall we start? Now listen here. So I have written it something for you to make you understand on this heading, right? So I have written different kinds. Now why have I written different kinds here? I want to explain you that when we are telling, talking about animals, there are different kind of animals we have. Right? So, and one thing they have in common, most of the animals, they have a tail. You know what is tail? Yes, they have a tail. Now, so what do they have? They have tail. I have written here. Now, different kinds of animals. I said there are different kinds of animals. Now, and what do they need? So, what do animals need? What do we need? Can you tell me what do we need? We need food, we need water, we need air, and we need a shelter, a home also to live. In the same way, animals also, they need food, they need water, and they need air, isn't it? Yes, to survive. Okay, now, so I have written here, they need food, water, and air, right? Now, here in this heading, I have written different animals live in different places. Yes, isn't it? Now here, what do we understand by places? I'm not talking about which place in the sense of which city or, whether they live in Delhi or they live in... I'm not talking about that. Here, I have given the heading. Just look at this. Now, land, water, trees, since you're in class 1, okay? So animals live on land, right? Like we all, yeah? And we are standing here, where do we live? On land, right? So in land, which all the animals come? Most of the animals, they come on land. So, but I have to just give you a few examples, including us. We live on land. In the same way, dog, bear, elephant, and rat. Where do they live? On land. Where do they live? On land. Do we live? Can we live in water? No, only fish can live, isn't it? Now, so is this clear to you? Land, that animals which live on land, these are the examples. But then there are many. I have just written 4. Here, dog, bear, elephant, and rat. They come under the animals which live on land. Now listen here, I have written water. Okay, so here we are going to talk about those animals which can live in water. Okay, we swim in the water, but then we cannot live in water, isn't it? Now here, which all animals live in water? You also know. Now fish, we have crab, we have prawn, we have octopus. Now there are other animals also, you know that. So, but then I've just given you some examples of the animals living in water. Now, here in your book, it is given trees. Animals which live on trees. Do you live on the tree? Only to play. We want to live. We just climb the tree and we just make a small play, what do you call it? A house. We call it treetop. So that is temporary. But usually who all live on trees? Parrot, all kinds of birds. But I have just given the name of only one bird. There are so many birds. Now, then monkey, isn't it? Then squirrel, they live where? On the trees. Yes. Now, there are some animals which can live on land also and water also. They live on land also and water also. So, what are those animals? Those animals are crocodile, frog, and tortoise. They can live on land also and they can live in water also. Okay. So, what did we learn about this? about the animal world here. We learn like there are different kinds of animals, and most of the animals, they have tail, isn't it? And then what do they need? They need air, water, and food, isn't it, to live. Then according, yeah, different animals, they live in different places, like land, which all animals lives in land, which all animals lives in water, and which all animals live on trees, and some animals living on land as well as on water, in water. Right? So after that, doing about where they all live. So here later at the end you have domestic animals. So you have been doing it from class upper KG down, the difference between the wild animals and the domestic animals. Animals living in the jungle, they are called wild animals, and the animals which are kept at home, we call them domestic animals, isn't it? In domestic animals also, we don't keep too many animals. There are few animals, we keep them at home. And why do we keep them at home? There are different reasons why we keep them. Like sometimes we keep them that they will give us something, right? Like they give us egg. Who gives us egg? Hen also, then duck also. So in order to have egg, we keep ducks and hen at home, isn't it? And of course, we take their meat, we call it chicken, So in the same way, we keep some animals because they give us milk. And milk we use to drink, especially the small children and the older people. They have to drink milk. That gives you strength, isn't it? Then there are some animals which we eat also, and like fish also we keep, isn't it? So usually fish we don't keep. Everyone can't afford to have, because you have to have a big space to have the pond, and then we just rear those fish. Okay, so we have a big fish pond. They keep it in places where they have ample of space. Okay, so here, just see here, I have written we keep some animals to help us in different ways. Now, give us, what do they give? Why do we keep those animals? Because they give us milk, and they give us egg. They also give us meat, like goat also. Now, we call it mutton, isn't it? And then they give us wool also. That is why we are wearing this sweater, no? So this sweater is made out of wool. And from where do we get the wool? We get it from these animals also, isn't it? Which whole animal give us wool? The sheep gives us wool, even rabbit, right? So cow, hen, and sheep. So cow, gives us milk, and hen gives us egg, and then sheep gives us wool. So I have just written 3 examples. Okay. Now why do we keep oxen at home? Right? We keep them because they plow the field. If there's people who have field with them, so they keep these oxen to plow the field, and then they sow the seeds, and then the crop will be there grown, isn't it? Now, in the same way, washermen especially, they keep donkey. Only they keep donkey. Now, why do they keep donkey? Because from his house, he has to go to the river to wash his clothes. Okay? Because he collects all the clothes from colonies, from flowers and all. And then they collect those, and then they take it to their home first, and they use the donkeys, and all that bundles of clothes they keep on his back, and then they utilize him for that work. Okay, so donkeys are washerman's friend, right? So to carry goods. Okay, now in the same way, like oxen is the farmers who works in the field. Farmers work in the field, so oxen are supposed to be friend of yes, farmers. And donkey, friend of Washerman, it helps him. He stays as a family member. Now in desert, you know what is desert? They have sand and sand everywhere. The land is full of sand. So it is very difficult for the people to walk on sand. Okay, so people who stay in those areas where only sandy area is there, so they use camel. What do they use? Camel. They use camel to go from one place to another, because if they go, camel can walk very fast in the desert, because if the people have to walk, they will take long time, right? So they use camel to keep their loads also, and they also can reach very fast from one place to another place. So that is how camel is also called the ship of the desert, because it can run, it can walk very fast in the sand. So these are the reasons why people keep this different kind of animals as domestic animals, right? So now when we keep these animals, some animals, of course, we keep them in the house, right? But then there are special houses for these animals. Now I have written it over here, horse. Now, where do horse live? They live in a stable. Now, cow and buffaloes, where do they live? They live in shed. Now, dog, they live in kennel. And sheep, they live in pen. Isn't it? Now, these places, the shelter of these animals has to be cleaned. Whoever is keeping these animals at home and have this, so they must make sure that they clean their shelters time to time. Now, just keeping these animals and taking their health will not help us out. We have to give them food at right time. We have to give them clean water. We have to see whether their shelter is neat and clean, it's warm and cozy or not, isn't it? Because they also feel cold. Now the other thing is that there are pets. Now there are some pets. Some animals, we keep them as pets. Actually, they don't give us anything much, but then we keep them. So, like for example, we have dog. Now, why do we keep dog? Some, they love puppies and small dogs, so they keep. The children, they love to play with those dogs. But the idea is, these dogs, they only know their family members, okay? So they will not bark. But when they hear or they see any stranger means whom they have not seen has entered, and especially if the thieves and all, they try to enter your house at night when you are sleeping, that time they bark very loudly, and then you come to know that somebody is there outside around your house, okay? Or sometimes your guests also come and the dog doesn't know those visitors, so they bark, but then you go to the door and then you see, you know them, but then the dog doesn't know, isn't it? So they bark at the strangers. So in short, they guard our house. They are helping us. Okay. Now, in the same way, cats usually chases the mouse if you have, but then hardly any house has mouse these days. But then everyone, they keep their house very neat and clean. So we don't, but then previously it used to be. But cats, some people they love, so they keep cats at home. Now we have fish. Fish also we keep as pets. You have an aquarium and then you keep it. Why do we keep them? Because you feel very happy. Small fishes, different color fishes, and when you are tired and you just listen to the music and you look at them, you just love it. So it gives you some happiness, right? So here. And then above all, after finishing all these domestic animals, we come to another topic that is called care. How are you going to take care of these animals? So you are giving them proper food at proper time, right? And you have to see that the dish where you serve the food has to be neat and clean. where they have water, it should be clean water, and that should be washed every day. Every meal they finish, you should wash that. Then you have to see that their shelter, wherever they see, it should be neat and clean. And then when they fall sick, especially when they fall sick, you should immediately take them to the veterinary doctor. And where will you see the veterinary doctor? You will see in veterinary hospital. Okay, you must take them, and then doctor will see that your pet and will give some injections or medicines. You must make sure, you have to make sure that you give those medicine and at a proper time, so that your pet gets well soon and you can play with your pet. Okay, so in this chapter, in Animal World, you have only this much. So you go through this video, and after watching this video, then go through your book. Okay, this chapter, and then you will understand everything. I have done everything according to what you have in your book, and then Anamika ma'am will give you the home assignment and you do that. Okay then, class 1, bye, take care.